When you think of a prison, what comes to mind? Cold concrete walls? Tough, harsh conditions where inmates serve out their time? Well, what if I told you that not all prisons fit this mold? In fact, some around the world offer amenities so luxurious, they might remind you of a five-star hotel. That's right. There are prisons where inmates hold keys to their own private rooms, equipped with everything you'd expect to find in a vacation resort. So, how does that sound to you? Join me as we explore 8 of the most extraordinary prisons in the world, places where punishment takes a back seat and luxury steps in. Tommy Suharto, a life of luxury behind bars. Let's kick things off with the intriguing story of Tommy Suharto. Instead of facing the typical harsh conditions of prison life, Tommy turned his stay behind bars into something more akin to a luxury retreat. As the youngest son of Indonesia's former dictator, Tommy was sentenced for his involvement in the assassination of a Supreme Court judge in 2001. The irony? This same judge had ordered Tommy's arrest just a year earlier for a shady land deal. On top of that, Tommy was caught with illegal firearms, a crime that could have easily earned him the death penalty. However, thanks to his family's powerful connections and vast wealth, Tommy managed to avoid severe punishment and was sent to Batu Prison on Nusa Kambangan Island, off the southern coast of Java. Tommy's time in prison was far from typical. His cell was more like a hotel room, complete with a 21-inch TV, a comfortable mattress, air conditioning, and stylish blue ceramic tiles. To stay in shape, he even had access to a personal exercise bike. But it didn't stop there. Tommy used his wealth to build a fish pond and even a badminton court where he could relax and play with other inmates. When it came to meals, forget standard prison food. Tommy enjoyed gourmet dishes delivered by speedboat, straight from top chefs. Even his personal life flourished behind bars. He regularly received nighttime visits from his girlfriend, Sandy Harun, a former model. All of this luxury was possible because of Tommy's influence, stemming from his family's immense wealth and dark legacy. His father, Suharto, ruled Indonesia for 32 years and embezzled billions of dollars from the country. Adding to the irony, the very prison where Tommy stayed had been built by his father to imprison political dissidents. Pablo Escobar's La Catedral, the drug lord's personal luxury prison. Now, let's shift our focus to one of the most infamous criminals of all time, Pablo Escobar. This notorious Colombian drug lord didn't just run one of the world's largest drug cartels. He went a step further and built his own prison, fittingly named La Catedral. And believe me, this was far from your typical prison. Born in 1949, Escobar quickly climbed the criminal ladder, amassing an enormous fortune. By 1989, Forbes estimated his wealth at around $3 billion. He controlled over 80% of the global cocaine market, making him one of the richest criminals in history. Naturally, the Colombian government couldn't turn a blind eye to his power, and a violent conflict ensued. After a series of brutal confrontations, Escobar made a surprising offer. He would surrender in exchange for a reduced 5-year sentence and the right to design and build his own prison. In 1991, La Catedral was completed, perched in the mountains near Medellin. Calling La Catedral a prison would be an understatement. It was more like a luxurious resort, covering more than 28,000 square meters. The facility featured rotating round beds, jacuzzis, waterfalls, a nightclub, and even a football field. And that's not all. It also included a billiards room, a restaurant-grade kitchen, a library, a gym, and several guest rooms where Escobar's friends, family, and business associates could visit whenever they pleased. Every week, trucks delivered gourmet food, luxury goods, and pretty much anything Escobar wanted. The opulence of La Catedral earned it the nicknames Club Medellin and Escobar's Hotel. Rather than being a place of punishment, it was more like an exclusive retreat where Escobar could live in comfort, all while being protected by the Colombian military, who kept his enemies at bay. Bastoy Island Prison, Norway's tranquil retreat. Heading over to Europe, we find Bastoy Island Prison in Norway, a place that completely transforms the traditional idea of what it means to serve time. Located about 175 kilometers from Oslo, this peaceful island is home to over 100 inmates, many of whom have committed serious crimes. But here's the twist. This prison looks nothing like the cold, harsh facilities we might imagine. Forget barbed wire, electric fences, and armed guards. Instead, Bastoy features charming, brightly painted wooden cottages where inmates live. They spend their days tending to farm animals, chopping wood, and gardening. And if that sounds relaxing, it gets even better. The island has a peaceful beach for sunbathing, opportunities for fishing, horseback riding, a sauna, and even a tennis court. Sounds more like a vacation spot than a prison, right? Inmates also get 18 days a year when they're allowed to leave the island and visit the mainland, which is just 4 kilometers away, close enough to swim if they wanted. As for meals, they enjoy dishes you'd expect from 5-star restaurants: fried fish in creamy sauces, Mexican-style roasts, grilled shrimp, and freshly baked salmon. But life at Bastoy isn't just about comfort. Prisoners earn $10 a day for the work they do and receive a monthly food allowance so they can prepare their own breakfast and dinner. And while this might all sound luxurious, the results speak for themselves. Only 16% of inmates reoffend within 2 years of release, a much lower rate compared to Norway's national average of 20% and Europe's average of 70%. Halen Prison, Norway's model of humane incarceration. Next, we visit Halen Prison in Norway, a facility that redefines what it means to serve time with a focus on rehabilitation rather than punishment. Spanning over 30 hectares, this prison is home to 252 inmates, some of whom are considered among Norway's most dangerous criminals. But you wouldn't guess that by looking at the environment. Halden's design eliminates the usual claustrophobic feel of most prisons. Large windows allow natural light to pour into the rooms, creating a brighter, more open atmosphere. The cells themselves are far from basic. They come fully furnished with private bathrooms, TVs, and mini-fridges. Surrounding the complex are 6-meter-high concrete walls, but trees have been strategically planted to reduce the oppressive feeling usually associated with high-security facilities. Every 10 to 12 cells share a communal living space with a kitchen, featuring sofas, coffee tables, and home-like touches. Beyond that, the prison offers a wide range of amenities designed to keep inmates active and engaged. There's a fitness center, basketball courts, a football field, an indoor rock climbing wall, a library, a chapel, and even a fully equipped recording studio where inmates can learn to play instruments or create music. Despite all these comforts, Halen Prison's primary goal is rehabilitation. It reflects Norway's belief that treating prisoners with dignity and providing them with opportunities for personal growth can significantly increase their chances of successfully reintegrating into society after their release. Austria's Suin Prison, the criminal paradise. In the heart of Austria lies Suin Prison, often referred to as a criminal paradise for its sleek modern design and high-end amenities. Located in the historic city of Leoben, this facility feels more like a luxury apartment complex than a traditional prison. It's divided into 2 sections, one for suspects awaiting trial and another for convicted criminals, making it a unique blend of comfort and security. Leoben houses over 200 inmates, and each one has their own private bathroom, a large window, and even a balcony surrounded by metal bars. From these balconies, prisoners can take in the scenic view of the garden courtyard below, a tranquil contrast to typical prison yards. Every 15 cells are connected by a shared common area and a fully equipped kitchen, where inmates can cook their own meals using metal utensils, offering them a sense of normalcy in their daily routine. But the luxury doesn't stop there. The prison boasts a gym with basketball and tennis courts, a chapel for spiritual needs, a tea room for relaxation, and a lounge where inmates can receive visitors. One of the most unique aspects of Suin Prison is the fact that inmates are allowed to schedule time with their partners. On certain days, they can spend quality time together in their cells, or take a leisurely stroll through the beautifully maintained grounds. Indonesia's Suin Prison, a luxurious escape for the wealthy. In Indonesia, Suin Prison in Bandung offers a stark contrast to typical incarceration. Here, for the right price, wealthy inmates can transform their prison cells into cozy, personalized retreats that feel more like home than a jail. Standard prison meals? Not for these inmates. They order dishes from the best local restaurants, just like they would if they were living freely outside the walls. What's more, some prisoners are even allowed to leave the facility for shopping trips or medical checkups, which often turn into spa-like experiences. Their cells are outfitted with comfortable sofas, elegant curtains, state-of-the-art sound systems, and other lavish comforts. For those who can pay a little extra, services like massages, haircuts, and relaxation treatments are all available, right inside the prison. This high-end lifestyle behind bars costs around 10 million rupiahs per month, which is about $650 USD. One of the wildest stories from Suin involves a prisoner who faked a medical emergency. Instead of being taken to a hospital, an ambulance whisked him away to a luxury apartment in Bandung, where he spent 13 hours, not getting medical care, but enjoying the company of a woman. This luxurious escape reportedly cost him around $10,000. Aranu Prison, Spain's family-friendly facility. Aranu Prison in Spain offers a completely different take on incarceration, one that focuses on keeping families together, even behind bars. In this unique facility, entire families live together in specially designed family units. Take 2-year-old Victor Manuel Lozano, for example. He spends his days going to kindergarten, painting, and playing, all within the prison grounds, while living with both his mother and father, who is serving time at Aranu. This prison allows children to stay with their parents until they turn 3. After that, the children are either sent to live with relatives or placed in foster care, while their parents are moved to regular prison cells. What makes Aranu stand out is that it's the only prison in the world where families can live together. The family units are designed to feel like home, with walls painted with colorful Disney characters and a playground for the little ones to enjoy. Each of the 36 family units includes a double bed, a crib, and bunk beds, creating a cozy environment for families. The prison ensures that children receive the best nutrition, providing high-quality milk and meals to support their healthy growth. To make sure the kids are thriving, doctors visit twice a week to check on their health and well-being. Indonesia's corrupt luxury, the scandal of Artal Suryani. Indonesia has long been infamous for the VIP treatment its wealthy prisoners, particularly corrupt officials, receive behind bars. One of the most outrageous cases involves Artal Suryani, a businesswoman notorious for bribing officials at every level of society, even within the prison system itself. In 2008, she was caught attempting to bribe a prosecutor with an eye-watering $660,000. For this crime, Artal was sentenced to 5 years in prison. But rather than endure typical prison conditions, she used her wealth and influence to transform her 64-square-meter cell into a luxurious suite. Her cell was decked out with a flat-screen TV, a large bed, a private bathroom, and yes, a karaoke machine. That's right, a karaoke machine in a prison cell. The story became even more scandalous when local TV stations, tipped off by an insider, made an unexpected visit to the prison. They found Artal in the middle of a beauty treatment, surrounded by 3 personal maids catering to her every need. It didn't stop there. She had open-door visitation privileges, allowing hairdressers and beauticians to come and go freely, turning the prison into what felt like a high-end salon. When footage of Artal's glamorous prison life hit the airwaves, it sparked outrage across Indonesia. It was a stark reminder that, for some, a prison sentence doesn't necessarily mean hardship. The public fury wasn't just directed at the luxury Artal enjoyed, but at the blatant corruption that allowed her to live like royalty while others suffered in dire conditions. What's your take? Do you think these luxurious prison conditions are too lenient, or do they represent a more humane approach to incarceration and rehabilitation? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us keep bringing you exciting content like this. Click on the video on your screen now to dive into more fascinating stories. See you in the next video.